dal. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana and a warm welcome to our series of cooking for beginners. So when we do cooking for beginners, there's one recipe which everyone should know, and that is how to make dal. Dal is a staple food in the entire Indian meal. No Indian meal is complete without dal. And the most common dal is Tuvar Dal or Arhar Dal, which is also known as split pigeon peas. So this is the most commonly used dal across India, and a very basic tempering is what I'm going to show you, and the way a dal is cooked. And so once you have mastered the art of making this dal, I'm sure you'll be able to make dals of various other kinds. As I mentioned, there are a lot of types of dals which are available. One is Tuvar Dal, which I'm going to show you today. Apart from that, there is the green gram, which is moong dal. There is masoor dal, which are the orange lentils. Apart from that, there are quite whole grains like the whole masoor or the whole moong. There is urad ki dal. So there are a lot of varieties of dal which are available in the market, and all the dals are processed in a certain way. The way I'm going to be handling the Tuvar Dal today is what I'll show you. It's very simple and the tempering is really tasty. This is something that you can make every day, and your family members will be very happy once you know how to make this dal. So to make the dal tadka, let's see what all we need. We need Tuvar Dal, also known as Arhar Dal, ghee, oil, chopped garlic, chopped fresh coriander leaves, curry leaves, chopped green chilies, turmeric powder, salt to taste, cumin seeds, hing or asafoetida. Okay, so to begin with, we have to first boil the dal. That is the trick. You have to have good, nice cooked dal, for which we will have to use a pressure cooker, because Tuvar Dal takes long time to cook. So before that, we have to first soak the dal. Okay, so what I have here with me is the Arhar Dal, which we have to soak. So without soaking Arhar Dal, do not cook it in the cooker, because it may not swell the way we want it, and it may stay a little raw from within. So after you soak the dal, and this is how it looks. I have soaked it for about 20 minutes. Minimum 20 minutes is what you need to soak this dal for. And after it has soaked, you see this? If you compare the two grains, you see this, the comparison. So this is what happens after you soak the dal, and this is how the dal looks unsoaked. So this is the raw dal and this is the soaked dal. You can see the difference. So it is very important for us to soak the dal before you cook it in the pressure cooker. Okay, so how do you cook it? I have a pressure cooker with me. What we'll do is we will add the dal to this. After you have put all the dal in this, add water. So for about 1 cup of dal, you will have to add about 2 to 2.5 cups of water. Then we'll add some turmeric to this and switch on the gas. Okay, so after adding turmeric to this, we'll add some hing, also known as asafoetida. Why is hing added to Indian food? Because it helps in digestion. Since we use a lot of masalas, you may have some indigestion problems, so hing helps in digestion. It doesn't cause any flatulence basically. So basically this has to be cooked on medium heat and not high heat. If you cook this on high heat, 6 whistles will be given out in 2 minutes and the dal will still stay raw. So make sure the heat is medium and good 6 whistles are given out. After that, leave the pressure cooker aside and let the pressure settle down. After the pressure settles down, you will be able to open the lid without any effort, and you will find the dal absolutely cooked, all ready to be tempered. I already have some dal with me which is pressure cooked and ready. It needs to be mashed. The only way that you can do is whisk it well, or you can also use a hand blender if you like your dal very smooth. I prefer it to leave it a little whole like this. So just do this, it will happen faster. And apart from this, we have to do one more thing. We will leave a vessel here with water. So by the time our tempering is getting ready, the water will also get boiled. Why do we need this boiled water? You will come to know eventually. So some water in this pan and we'll cover it. Water is getting boiled, dal also is getting boiled. Let's start with the tempering. So for the tempering, we'll use pure ghee and some oil also. There are a lot of people who temper dal only with ghee. You can also do that. A little oil also can be done. Now to this we have to add some spices. Let's add some cumin seeds. According to me, cumin seed is the most essential ingredient in dal. A lot of other ingredients can be avoided, but cumin seed is something that you must add to a dal, to which we'll add some curry leaves, lot of it. Now let's add some garlic and saute this till the garlic turns light golden. Since the garlic is chopped fine, this won't take a lot of time. You see this? The garlic is already golden in color. Now to this we'll add some turmeric powder. Although we had added it to the dal while it was boiling. So turmeric here, we need to add some green chilies and a little more of hing. That's it. And now let's add the dal to this. Mix this well. Now this is quite thick. This is when we will need the hot water that we have already set aside to boil. But we have not added salt also to the dal while we were cooking it. So some salt here. Okay, so this is good. Now let's add some water to this. So here's the hot water and that's it. Now we have to give this a good boil. So what I've shown you right now is the basic tempering for dal. Additions of a lot of other ingredients can be done. Like you could also add dry red chilies instead of green chilies. You could also add red chili powder. You can also do without the garlic here. You can add onions to this. You could also add tomatoes. So there are a lot of variations to the dal like I mentioned in the beginning. Since this is a very basic tempering, I thought I should share this with you. So now we'll wait for this to come to a boil. Let's cover this. So you see this dal is boiling and it is just done. Let's just add some fresh coriander leaves to this. Before we serve this, let's check for salt. Slightly low because I like it that way. If you wish to add some more salt, salt is something very subjective. You can add and minus as per your taste. But one more thing I forgot to mention in the beginning is while you soak the dal, you have to first wash it. When you open a packet of dal, take it into a bowl and wash it under running water at least 3 times. Every time that you throw the water, you will notice white dusty water getting rid of. So basically you have to wash the dal. So whatever extra powders which have been sprayed gets washed off and your dal gets clean. After that you soak it for 20 minutes and then you cook it in the pressure cooker. I'm extremely sorry that I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but this is something that you have to follow before you soak your dal. Okay, so this is done. So we'll pour the hot dal in a serving bowl. Some more coriander leaves on top and that's it. Nice hot steaming dal. Serve this with steaming hot rice. This will be an ideal combination on a day when you really don't want to cook much. Just a lot of dal and a lot of steamed rice. Maybe some pickle is an ideal combination. Also don't forget to add a piece of roasted or fried papad and that just completes your meal. Make this recipe just the way I have made it and you'll be very proud of yourself.